Online coaching has exploded in recent years, and so have online coaching apps. And more specifically, apps that help you coach your clients, give them training programs or workouts, do check-ins with them, and also check their health stats. These apps can really help you coach your online clients and really give them structure to their training. But there are so many to choose from with varying features, usability, and also prices. I'm always hearing of new apps coming to the market, and it seems to be not slowing down anytime soon. But which app would be best suited for you in your online fitness business? In this video series, I'm going to dive in and do a full in-depth review of several of the online coaching apps that you could use, diving into features, usability, pricing, connectivity, app access, and also support. I'll be sharing my screen and doing an in-depth review of the desktop version of the app to see whether this app would be the right fit for you to use in your online fitness business. Like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a video series, so I'll be reviewing one app per video. So if there is an app that you want to see, be sure to check out my channel. All right, in this coaching review video, I'm going to dive into Kahunas.io. So this is a pretty exciting software. I've seen it for a while now, and I know it's got some pretty good features. So I want to dive into it, and as ever, I'm going to dive into the website, go through the features, the pricing, then I'm going to dive into the desktop app and go through that, and that'll be for the coaches, and then also I'm going to look at the client app as well. So first of all, when I land on the website, it looks pretty clean and simple. Like, I already like kind of the user interface, and their slogan here is, when it comes to coaching, who has time for clunky platforms and dull spreadsheet? So true. Again, when we're a coach, we want it to be seamless, we want to be efficient, we want to obviously save as much time as possible, and also we want it to be really a good experience for the client as well. We don't want anything clunky or anything that's going to slow that client down. So again, really like that kind of this is the ethos they're going for. So let's dive into the features and go through some of them. So we've got track workouts, check-ins, view progress, access to premium content, and then send voice notes and messages. I also noticed this, a comprehensive nutrition database. So they've got one of the largest nutrition databases available. So that's pretty cool, because a lot of the time with the apps, they have the coaching elements, so they have the programs, but they don't necessarily have the nutrition as well. So this all comes in one, which is pretty cool. So you wouldn't need like MyFitnessPal or Macro Factor or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. Obviously got the workout log, which is pretty standard. Let's dive through this. So track clients' progress, exercise library, custom payment plans. We've got automations, we've got a calendar, supplement plans. They can integrate Stripe and PayPal, and also you've got the wearables that you can integrate as well. So in terms of pricing, you've got pay monthly, you've got the starter plans, that's $49. You do get a 14-day free trial. That gives you access up to 50 clients. So that's quite a lot. Like, if you had 50 clients, you're doing pretty well. So usually a lot of the apps rank up as, or get more expensive as you add more clients. But, really you could be paying $49 a month and have access to this platform and not have to pay anything for a while. So then it goes to Pro. So $59. So you can then brand your app here. So you're obviously allowed to kind of brand the iOS app, you can brand the Android app, up to 100 clients, and then you've got everything else that's pretty much inside of the starter plan. And then business, again, you got unlimited clients there. So yeah, I mean, all in all, it's pretty reasonable in terms of pricing, and yeah, I like the look of it. So yeah, now I'm going to dive into the desktop app, and I'm going to walk through the features and go through the overall system, so you can really get a look and see if this is an app or a coaching software that you would want to use. Okay, so I'm over on the desktop version of the software, and when I first signed up, I was greeted with like an onboarding sequence, which wanted me to fill out my information and add certain questionnaires and forms. I did skip through most of it just to kind of get into the account, but it's a really good way of kind of getting your Kahunas software really up and running and get used to it and start using it. So yeah, really like kind of the start to it, really like the simplicity of the user interface. So first of all, this is kind of the dashboard. You can see I've added myself as a client, and then you'll see kind of activity, latest messages, and then obviously action needed. I assume we can click on here and we can view kind of all clients and things like that. And then we've kind of got quick actions at the top as well. So yeah, all in all, this is kind of the dashboard and where you can kind of start to see the activity on your account. Then drop down, we've got clients here, so we can obviously add a client. Again, it's super easy to add a client. So we click on continue to add client, and then you can create a payment plan. So if you obviously want to take payment for them, I'm not going to do that. It's just a test. And then you've got all of this information, kind of name information, the weight, you've got initial questionnaire, so client onboarding, check-in days with a form, and then certain information there as well. So pretty extensive. And what I've noticed already is Kahunas have really helped kind of give you the information, give you the templates, give you everything you need to kind of get started. So you don't have to think about anything. You don't have to kind of build from scratch. You've kind of got everything there already. So next we've got packages. So here you could just set up plans. Obviously you would need to integrate PayPal or Stripe, and then you could set up your different packages, and obviously you can then create links and then send them out to your clients. So again, you can kind of create one-time payments, subscription payments, and then initial payment as well. So you wouldn't necessarily need a payment provider. You would just need a gateway like Stripe, which I highly recommend using. So that's pretty cool. Again, I do love the coaching softwares that kind of bake everything in, so you don't need a million different softwares. You've just kind of got one, and then maybe one for your sales and marketing as well. Next, we've got nutrition plans. So we can go to plans, and then obviously we can click here to add our first nutrition plan. And then it does give you like kind of walkthroughs and like a tour to go through, which is good. Again, when we're first using software, we don't want to get bogged down in it. So that's great that we've got that there. And then we can start kind of building out the meal plan in here. So we can upload a document, or we can just start adding foods. So we can kind of search for foods. So let's just use banana as an example. So it just brings that food up, and then obviously we can put the amount and then click add, and that will start adding. So yeah, pretty cool that we can build out kind of nutrition plans in here. And I'm assuming the client can obviously track their nutrition inside of Kahunas, which I'll double check obviously once I go into the app side on my phone. So that's the nutrition side. Inside nutrition plans, we've kind of got days, so that would be the plan, and then we've got meals. So again, with anything, once you've built it once, or once you've built several, you could really then just kind of rinse, repeat, and use them over and over again. And you know, to speed up the process, you could use ChatGPT to create a meal plan for you and then try and upload it into the coaching software. Again, obviously, if you are a specialist, you may want to tweak that and obviously change it for your clients, because everyone has different needs. But again, we can use AI to speed things up, but we don't want to just rely on it solely. We do want to tweak it and make changes to it. So then we've got workout programs. So if we go to workout programs, again, we would click to add one. So if we click on this, and then we can choose what we want to do: simple program, detailed, or upload a PDF or Excel. So if we go on simple program, we've got a video on obviously how to do it, and then we can enter the title. So we'll just go test, and then we'll go save and close. And then I assume we can obviously just start editing it. Maybe we do that in here. So we'd add content there. Let's go back to the programs. So maybe it's in more advanced. If we add a workout program, yeah, so simple interface to copy and paste notes, whereas this one would be upload images and reps and things like that. So yeah, I would probably recommend, unless you've got someone that's like doing home workouts or doesn't have much equipment, then you may want to kind of copy and paste that into the simple workout. But here we'd obviously want to access the library and use their videos. So let's just kind of use one of these and just add it as an example. Yeah, so again, super simple. We can add sets, reps, rest, notes, and then tempo and things. And it looks like they're using kind of their own style of videos, which is pretty cool. So again, it gives you kind of the simple way of how to do the exercise, versus sometimes these apps use like random videos from YouTube with cheesy music in the background, and you don't always want that, especially if you're trying to be professional and represent your own brand. So yeah, pretty simple to use. Again, I like simplicity in business. We don't need to add more complexity to it. Calendar. So again, this is really good. So you can obviously plan your check-ins, plan book calls, it looks like, and add events. So you can manage your business inside of the coaching software as well. So let's say you still work offline and you do a bit of online as well, like you could manage events in here, which is great. Then we've got supplement plans. I haven't seen this before, so you can obviously create supplement plans by adding in different supplements. So we can obviously use the name and then obviously send a link for where the client to purchase. So yeah, if you are into supplements and you like doing this in your program, a great way to kind of add this in and make sure when your clients come on board, they're using all of the correct supplements. We've got forms. So I really like these because they actually kind of create them for you. So you've got add initial client questionnaire, and it gives you all of these kind of things to add. And then when you go next, I'll just type in test there. When you go next, you can then customize it and add your own questions if you want to, but it's kind of giving you everything to get started anyway, which is great. You've also got, if I go back to forms, you've also got the same thing for check-in forms, daily habits, contact forms, and terms and conditions. So it's giving you everything you need to kind of with forms, and obviously helps you get set up. So, and then you can send these to your clients to onboard them. You can send them for check-ins, probably in automation as well. So then we've got the vault. So this is really where you would add documents and education or videos. So if I click upload, it's going to ask me. So we can add PDFs, we can add videos and documents as well. So that's great. So you can really create your own kind of education library for your clients. So not only you've got programs, you've got nutrition, you've got habits, you've got forms, you've also got education as well, because we know that's important, especially for sustainable kind of programs. You want to make sure you're educating your client on why they're doing certain things as well. Next, we've got automation. So here we can automate a few things. So new client created, we can create actions from that. Check-ins, we can create actions from that. Nutrition plan added. So we can turn these on and then choose kind of certain actions that we want to content and automation. So if we click edit, we can then choose what we want to happen. So here we can say new client created, we could send an email out. You can attach a file and when do you want to send this message. So assume it's email, push notification, or chat. So we can obviously use all of these different automations to just try and save us some time. So client misses a check-in, we can send them a notification, a message on the app, and an email to say, hey, just checking in, you missed your check-in, could you please fill out your check-in so I can see where you're up to. So again, a really good way just to automate certain things and important things in your online coaching business or your offline business, to keep your clients accountable and make sure they're getting the best out of your program. Next, we've got feature requests. So again, you could request features if you wanted to. And then configuration, we've got Stripe setup, PayPal setup, general settings, DNS settings, notification settings. So all pretty standard stuff there. And then along the top, we've got kind of the messages section. So you can see here like all of your messages. So if we want to send a new message, let's see if it'll let me send it to myself. And then we can send voice notes, which I love. Although voice notes is great, like it's great for you. But if a client sends a voice note back, you can't kind of read it. You've obviously got to listen to it, and that takes time. And also you've got to kind of, if you can't respond straight away, you've got to go back and listen to it again. So yeah, they're great, but also if they don't kind of like type that message out, like if it doesn't kind of dictate it for you, then obviously yeah, they can become a little bit frustrating sometimes, what I've noticed. So yeah, Messenger looks super simple, like it, all looks good. So in terms of integrations, I know Zapier and Make does integrate, but I think that's with the business account. So that's $100 a month. So it wouldn't be necessarily something you might not have access to, but you've got a lot of automations already baked in, which is great. In terms of support, you've got the support down here. So we've got kind of technical questions, just you can reach straight out to them. We can send messages. We've got updates that come in, and then we've got kind of the frequently asked questions and how to obviously use the app as well, or the coaching software. And you've also got that tour that kind of takes you through when you click on certain things inside of the system. We've also got notifications here, so you can obviously see like check-ins, client questionnaires, and failed payments, which is great because again, we want to keep on top of our clients. We make sure that we're giving them the best user experience as possible. We've also got book a call here, so assume this is book a call with their team. So it looks like you can run through everything. You have a few questions. So yeah, again, I'd highly recommend jumping on this. And if you are going to use the coaching software Kahunas, then you definitely want to leverage their support and go through it. So all in all, really like the software. Looks really good. It's got a lot of cool features. Like the simplicity of it, like the pricing of it, and I'm going to dive into the client app and take a look at that. So you can kind of see it from a coach's perspective and also see it from a client's perspective as well. All right, so I'm over on the app on my iPhone. This is available on obviously Apple and Android as well. So super simple. You've got the homepage, which is kind of notifications, and you can search for clients. And then you can obviously click into clients in here as well, and obviously see kind of all of that information on the go. So this is super clean and simple. We've got kind of check-in date, package, total weeks, daily process. We've got questionnaire form details, check-in log, nutrition plans, workout programs. You've kind of got all the features on the app, which I haven't necessarily seen before, because it's obviously harder to get an app to have obviously features that are on the desktop software. You've then got data along the top, which I assume just pulls through their data, and then you've kind of got the messenger icon as well, where we can drop messages, voice notes, and send files as well. So yeah, really cool, super simple. We've then got along here, I assume this is just kind of notifications and things. It looks like it's tasks, but I've obviously not set this up properly yet, so not entirely sure what that section is. And then we've kind of got the different features. So I didn't think you were going to be able to actually do this on the app, but if I click on nutrition programs, you can actually add nutrition programs on the go. So if you are in the gym, or you're busy, or you don't have your laptop on you, you can actually do client programs and nutrition programs on the go, which is awesome. So you've got that for workout programs as well. You can add programs, you can see saved and circuits, which is awesome. You've got the check-in log, so you can see when you've got check-ins. You've got the Q&As, so we can see kind of client onboarding questionnaires and things. And then you've obviously got the vault as well, which is pretty cool. So obviously when a client logs in, it's going to look a little bit different, which I'll show you in a second, because this is coming from a coach's perspective. Then we've got the calendar as well, so we can obviously add events in here and manage our calendar on the go. So all in all, the app's pretty powerful. Love when you have access to kind of desktop features on the go as well, because we're all busy, we've all got a lot going on. So it's great that we can also have access to Kahunas on the go as well. All right, so I'm over on the app now as a client, and this is what I see. Super simple. I've got all of the features that I've got available that's provided by my coach. So we've got kind of the check-in, so we can check in here with the form and go through specific questions. Again, you can obviously customize these as the coach, but this is what the client sees. We've got our daily progress. We've got progress photos. Our nutrition plan is in here. We've got our workout program. So I've not got a program assigned yet. We've then got cardio and steps. So obviously you can link Apple Health, Android Health, or Google Health, and also any other apps as well that are like wearables, like Apple Watches and any other kind of Samsung, Garmin, things like that. I've got the vault, so this is access to kind of any media that you upload, and then obviously you've got your calendar as a client. So yeah, I mean, I've not seen an app this simple, but everything's kind of in one place. So again, we want to keep it simple for the clients to adhere to it and obviously get results. That's the key for this. So we don't want technology and software to be too overwhelming for the client. So this is really simple. And then we've got messages as well, which we can dive into. So you can message your coach and vice versa. The coach can message back. So really like it. Super simple, dead easy to use, dead easy to get access to. All the client has to do is just log in when you send them access to it. And that's really it. Love the app from a coach's perspective, and also love the app from a client's perspective as well.